I took a step from my devil car. Slowly it's taking over me. Too high, can't come down. The air's spinning round and round. Can you feel me now? With a taste of your lips, I'm on a ride. You're toxic, I'm slipping under. Taste of your buzz in paradise. I'm addicted to you, but you know that you're toxic. And I love what you do, but you know that you're toxic. I'm addicted to you, but you know that you're toxic. Intoxicated now, you're gonna love it now. Think I'm ready now, I think I'm ready now. Intoxicate me now, you're gonna love it now. Think I'm ready now, I think I'm ready now. Intoxicated now, you're gonna love it now. Think I'm ready now, think I'm ready now.
Great stuff. Britney Spears, as done by the Chapin sisters, Abigail and Lily, live in studio on 90.3 The Rock, the tune Toxic. Let's talk a little bit about Jessica Craven, your half-sister, who I guess recorded Lake Bottom with you. But as far as two goes, was she part of that process at all? Or was she at that time, she had already decided, hey, I want to go be a mom for a while, and bless her for it. Like I said, I've got to go to kindergarten roundup for my kid today.
Yeah.
I know how it is. I know when that decision comes, what you've got to do, and you know, and I respect her for that. But you know, you go, I guess there's a reason it's called Two. How did that change things when you went to approach to record Two? You know, you went from a trio to a duo. Went from 3 parts, I guess, to 2. I mean, was it daunting? Was it something that you took on as a challenge and even kind of motivated you maybe?
Yeah, it was definitely daunting, and we were in denial about it, you know. There was a window of a couple years where we were sort of not sure if she was really going to leave or not, and a lot of our songwriting continued to be inspired by layers and layers of harmonies, and I think the main difference between Two and Lake Bottom is that Lake Bottom is filled with songs that were all worked out live. So they're pretty much all truly 3-part harmony arrangements. And with Two, it was just the two of us as singers in the studio, and then we had a couple other people with us. But we kind of felt very free to, you know, have 6 parts or 8 parts or 2 parts or 4 parts. I mean, it was really like just whatever goes.
Not only did you have extra voices, you had crickets and tree frogs, and you're recording it out in the woods in North Jersey, I guess, right? And you know, so I mean, that was a fun process, wasn't it?
It was really fun.
It was really amazing. I just wanted to touch back on the 2-part thing. I think in a way you have greater freedom with 2-part harmony, we've come to realize, because you always have to make a choice of what is missing, and because, you know, there's 3 notes in a chord unless you go jazzy. And so it's often the choice is what note doesn't get in there, and if it's fifths, it sounds kind of Chinese, but sometimes that's good. And there's lots of different you know, there's different emotions and different sort of things that you strike, chords that you strike, by which notes you choose and which notes you choose to leave off. So we were already doing that with 3-part harmony, but with the two of us, it became much more of we've had to be much more conscious about it.
Right. Well, it worked out just fine. I mean, Two is just amazing. Again, Abigail and Lily Chapin, the Chapin sisters in the studio. Palm Tree, the song that a lot of folks heard here, which actually appeared on this EP, I guess, first,
That's
didn't
true.
it? Yeah. So you redid it a little bit, and just an absolutely great record, and one that we're very proud to still be playing actually here on 90.3 The Rock. And tune in and pick it up actually tonight at the Pilot Light if you want. Check out Digging a Hole, and you'll check out those guest crickets and frogs in the background as well, which I don't think they get credit on the record, do they, or do they?
I don't know. I don't think so, but we talk about them a lot, so we give them credit. And actually, if you want to check out, there's a video for that song on our website. All you have to do is go to our website, and it's the opening screen. The first thing you'll see is the video. So.
Is that ChapinSisters.com?
Yeah.
CHAPIN?
The
ChapinSisters.com. So go check that out.
Yeah.
One other thing I'll ask you about, then we'll get one more song out of you. Your songwriting process. You're a duo. You're a duo vocal group, basically. You're sisters, obviously. You depend a lot on harmony. Do you write a lot together? Is it more of one person bringing it to the table and saying, okay, I got this, and then the other sister come in and say, well, what if we do this? I mean, how is the songwriting process as far as Chapin Sisters goes?
Well,
all over the place? A little of everything? Or is there a
I would
primary?
say a little of everything, all of the above. We've done it both always.
But we do a lot of writing separately and then bringing it to the other person.
Sure.
And then the other person, first of all, has to like it, because there's a lot of songs that we write separately that we haven't even used yet, and maybe we will in the future, but maybe we won't. And then once we say, okay, that could be a Chapin Sisters tune, then we start to hone in on it a little bit and change things. And occasionally we don't even have to change things, but sometimes we change everything.
Right. Exactly.
So it has to sort of become.
And the process for Lake Bottom was different because there were three of us, so and because it was the beginning stages of our band, and we had a lot of time.
Oh yeah.
We had many hours to spend thinking about every single word and what
Right.
But then by the time when we wrote two, a few of those songs were written in that kind of same way, but. Basically, we went into the studio and had 3 or 4 songs that we had been performing, and then the rest were like, okay, well, here's the song I wrote. Let's work on this one today. And then, so we hadn't even played a lot of them for each other, and we just sort of every day would work on a song, sort of take turns, bringing a song forward and
very cool.
Just record it.
Just whatever works.
Whatever worked.
It's the Chapin Sisters working it in the studio here on 90.3 The Rock. Going to be working it at the Pilot Light tonight as well. One other quick question. Your Uncle Harry Chapin, years ago, performing live and I read about this in an interview, but I remember reading about it years ago, actually. And as far as our station goes, we feel the backbone of every community is a nonprofit entity, people that help feed others, that help, spread awareness of hunger. You all are involved with, and I mentioned Harry Chapin because I do remember when he would ask audience members to bring canned food to his shows, and then it would be distributed to those in need. And you all are involved with the Why Hunger organization. You want to speak just a second about that, because I think that's a very noble involvement and something that obviously you're proud to be a part of, but hopefully one day it would go away. If that's the case, I mean, there wouldn't be any hunger. So
I think it's both an amazing legacy, but also a really sad one that, he died almost 30 years ago. It'll be 30 years this July. And when he started Why Hunger, which was called World Hunger Year originally, it was the early 70s, and it was supposed to kind of be like a year of consciousness about hunger and poverty issues. And he spent so much time lobbying Congress, and he would play a show and then play a benefit and then run to Congress, steps of the Capitol building and play a benefit show and then, lobby a little bit. And
I was going to say that's basically lobbying right there,
exactly.
Really. The show,
he fully did, and not getting paid for it, obviously, just trying to get things passed. And the saddest thing is that it's just worse and worse every year.
Yes, it is.
It's not getting better, and the economy is not helping, but it's not the only problem.
Neither are the politics of the day.
Yeah, it's not. We've got some work to do, so we try to do what we can.
Yeah, and everyone should, if you do want to know how you can get involved, there are local organizations in every state and in every county, and if you go to whyhunger.org, or is it y.org?
It's y.org.
y.org, why.org. Just check out the website, and they'll tell you what you can do. in your community and help you find
I
out.
appreciate. I was going to ask you to do that, and it's, like I said, very noble, very respectful thing for you all to be doing that. But there's a lot of power in music, and I respect that you're using that power, if you will, to help spread the word, spread the awareness, and do what you can for Why Hunger. And we appreciate you being here today. Going to be at the Pilot Light tonight, playing live the Chapin Sisters. But I want to get one more out of you before you go. What you going to do for us?
Since you talked about Palm Tree, figured.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this is great. Cool. The
that
Chapin
one.
Sisters live on 90.3 The Rock and UTTV The Rock Unplugged. Turn it on, leave it on, and let her go, ladies.
All right, thanks. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Well, why won't you dance with me? Oh, the night is free, and my hands are aching. Oh, why won't you hold me like the stars I see are holding the sky? Oh, I'll be hanging in the leaves of this dusty old palm tree. If you're wandering after me, that's where I'll be, in this dusty palm tree. Well, why won't you sing to me? Sing a melody so sweet that it makes my heart bleed. Why won't you cradle me? Rock me endlessly like the waves rock the sea. Well, I'll be hanging in the leaves of this dusty old palm tree. If you're wandering after me, that's where I'll be, in this dusty palm tree. Well, why don't you run to me? Cross this empty beach, scrape the sand with your feet, and lean up against this tree where I'm swinging in the breeze, just out of reach. Oh, I'll be hanging in the leaves of this dusty old palm tree. If you're wandering after me, that's where I'll be, in this dusty palm tree. In this dusty palm tree. In this dusty palm tree.
Wonderful. Nailed it. Lily and Abigail Chapin, the Chapin Sisters, live in studio. Ladies, it has been quite a pleasure.
Thanks for having us.
You got it. Think around. More music on the way.